Are you looking for a 4K webcam that would be great for streaming, your work meetings, and even back to school? Well, stick around. I might have the camera for you. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at this, the Emeet streaming webcam. Now, Emeet did send this to me to unbox and show you all, so big thank you to them for sending this along. Let's get into unboxing the product. All right, everybody. So here we have the Emeet streaming webcam. This is the Emeet Smartcam S800. This is a new product from what I understand in their lineup. As the name says up here, Emeet, they traditionally focus their products around the work from home worker or people in the corporate environment when it comes to their webcams, all that kind of stuff. So really cool to see them venture into the streaming space with this streaming webcam. So basic blue box, like I said earlier, Emeet Smartcam S800. I'll put a link in the description below where you can pick it up. Here, what's in the box? We have the camera, a cable, and then a manual. So over here talks about flexible system compatibility. So it's compatible with Windows and Mac. And then it has the Emeet Link software that's used to update the firmware settings, etc. on the camera itself. And then on the back here, you can see it says 4K. So this is UHD 4K 30 FPS. We have 1080p 60 FPS HDR. We have an autofocus lens, and then there are two microphones built into it. So like I said earlier, this is going to be also a great camera probably for those that work from home and do Zoom meetings, etc. We'll crack open the box here. A little protective foam. That's nice. Man, this camera is actually pretty large. We'll put that right there. Accessory box. Is there anything on here? Just more protection here for the camera. Put the box aside. Let's take a look at the accessories in the box here first. So we have a manual in there, and then we have a USB 3 to USB-C cable. I like the cameras that come not only with the cable, but that are also USB-C, and the cable is not attached. It really bugs me when the cables are attached and you're trying to run cables and stuff throughout your system, or maybe the cable that is attached to the camera isn't long enough. So then you have to go buy an extension cable. And a lot of times it degrades the quality of your picture when you do that. So it's great to see more and more manufacturers going the route of, hey, plug your own cable in. So we have here on the bottom the 1/4 inch thread for mounting to a tripod or something else. Then open it up, monitor mount, nice rubberized here. Same thing on the front there. And it looks like, I don't want to break it, we can actually go up even more. So if we fold that down, and let's say we are on a tripod, we can actually do a little bit more of adjustment there of the stand. And then if you're on a monitor, you need to focus down a little bit. Maybe you have some sort of like a top-down presentation you're doing. This allows you to do that as well. Do we have swivel? We do have minimal swivel here. So as you can see, we do have a little bit of swivel. It does not look like this comes off, that I can tell. We don't want to break it, but really you don't need it to come off because you have that 1/4 inch thread. So you'll just put that on your tripod or whatever, and you're good to go. So back here, we have the USB-C connector, logo on the side. This says caution hot. So this must get warm when using it for long periods of time. And then here we have a f1.8 lens with 4K UHDs. We talked about 4x zoom. And we have this turn knob here, which on top it says on and off. So we have a built-in shutter, privacy shutter, which is awesome, which looks like it might also power on and power off the camera. So I like the cameras that have built-in privacy shutters. I'm seeing more and more cameras come out that way. That way you don't have to go to like Etsy and like have somebody like 3D print you one, or if you have a 3D printer, you don't have to find some sort of file and specs, blueprints to do your own. So built-in is great. Let's go ahead and plug this in and see what it looks like. And here we are. I have the Emeet Smartcam S800 set up. This is what you're looking at. I am currently recording the voice audio on my XLR microphone, but you're looking at the picture right through the Emeet camera. I have no software installed. I haven't done anything with any of the color and stuff. Straight out of the box, it ran 4K. It looks pretty darn good just for no software install right out of the box, no tweaking of the settings. Had a pretty wide view of area, like from the lens. So I had to actually clean up this part of the desk. So I'm not used to a camera of having that such wide of an angle there. So that's a really nice feature. And like I said, I'm recording right now the voice on here. Let's go ahead and close the shutter and see what happens. So close the shutter. The camera looks like it stayed on. So even though it said on and off, it doesn't actually turn the camera off. Now let me switch the microphone to the camera and we can hear what that sounds like. We're back here and this is the audio directly through the S800. I am about an arm's length away from the camera, so we're curious to see how this sounds and if it's going to be a good option for me to use and you to use as a camera that is going to be pretty functional for business meetings. You typically probably wouldn't use the microphone built in to the camera for streaming, but you could, because you could take this with you on a trip. And if you're streaming from a hotel or something, or even maybe IRL backpack, this could be a solution for camera and microphone for you. All right, here we are again. We're still on the Emeet camera. We're going to use that. I'm back on my XLR microphone and I want to show you the software here. So this is Emeet Link. A really cool feature about this is right up here, you have this preview switch mode. So a lot of cameras don't have it where you can use it in multiple programs at the same time. So since I'm using this in OBS right now, I typically would not be able to control the settings in the other software because the camera is already in use, or vice versa. So really cool feature here. What you want to do though, is you want to fire up the Emeet software first and then click that preview switch so it shuts the camera off, then open OBS. OBS a lot of times has troubles if the camera is in use by another program. It can't use it until you restart OBS. So just a FYI there. So we have a lot of settings here. Framing grid, how you want it to focus there. We can flip horizontal. We can flip vertical. Our metering mode, it was on face metering when we started, so let's put it back to that. We have autofocus, centered area focus, so doesn't change a whole lot. Autofocus is on and off. What I thought was really cool is how much zoom we have here. So if we want to blow this way up high, you can see we're up 40 degrees here and we're pretty zoomed in. So let's go back down to the 73 degrees. And if you end up messing something up, you can always just hit restore defaults. The camera did have a firmware update, so I did update that once I installed the software. Under video settings here, we have HDR. Unfortunately, you can't enable that while it's in use by OBS. I'd have to stop it and re-enable it. And it tells you how it only works in USB 3, 4K, etc. Video customization, we have standard, we have portrait. I don't know why. That was a rough video there. So customize, obviously out of the box, it comes customization, setting on things. Standard, looks pretty good. Portrait is kind of crazy how it goes all weird colors and then it evens out. So I like that color tone. To be honest, and the reason I keep looking that way is because that's where my OBS and preview is. Yeah, that way. So camera is here, OBS is up on a monitor over there, and then I got my settings for the software up here. So I'm kind of all over the place. And so we got object. That's not too bad. I like the way the purple pops of the Twitch shirt. Vivid, a little more kind of not so great skin tone on me, and then bright. And I think I like portrait the best, to be honest. However, let's go back to customization, see what we got. We got anti-flicker. So depending on what kind of LED lights or et cetera you have, you can do 50 hertz, 60 hertz. You don't see that a lot in cameras, which is awesome. Adjust your brightness, your EV, contrast, sharpness, saturation, tone, auto white balance. Let's turn this off, see what it does. Not great. So those are those settings there. You can do microphone noise reduction here. Like I said, we're back using the XLR mic. So firmware update, user manual, that preview. And then over here on the left side, we have different settings. So our firmware version, software version, etc. And then notifications, no messages, support, and personal. So I guess if you want to create a username and password to log in an account with them and look at some more stuff with their products. And there you have it. That's the Emeet streaming cam. It's their Smartcam S800. Thanks again to the folks over at Emeet for sending this along so we can unbox it and take a look at it for you all. I'll put a link in the description below of where you can pick this camera up. I think it's a great overall solution if you want something for streaming and for doing meetings. And before we go, I just redid my Discord server and we have a whole section on technology. We'd love to have you on the community. Head over to discord.gg/HAVOK and join the community today. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep doing good.